Hi, I'm Helen Edward, and I'm really excited to be launching today my brand new podcast for Barnes. And it is called Barnes Pond Life. And my aim is to capture all the amazing things that happen in Barnes. And we are all so lucky to live here. And there is just so much going on. There's so many people to talk to. So over the next few weeks and months, I hope to bring you lots of amusing and interesting, fascinating views and voices of Barnes.
Hello, Anne. It's Helen Edward here, and I'm doing my Barnes Pond Life podcast. And I'm really thrilled that you've accepted my invitation to come and talk to us today about all your hats. And Anne, it's really hats off to you because it's such a fabulous career. And I'm really excited to hear from you today about how that began. Can you even remember what brought you to Barnes and how that career began?
Yes. Well, I originally I did events and fundraising for most of my life and my career, but I always wanted to get into something more creative, and so I started teaching myself a little bit about millinery, and then I contacted the Queen Elizabeth's milliner, and her name's Rose Corey, and she tutored me. She accepted me to be tutored, which made a huge difference. And so they don't teach you design because you have to have it in your head, but they do teach you techniques of way to keep things in a whirlwind, how to keep your hat on and how to block them and how to do the different things like that. So it's quite technical.
Yeah. And so tell us, Anne, as you developed your career, you have come across some very interesting people and you've helped them develop their image for various different events. Tell me about some of the people that you have hatted.
Well, if only I could be a hat on a wall. Well, I have a lot of occasions that I've done, like at Westminster Abbey, Royal Ascot. Carrie Johnson in particular has been really very photogenic, and so therefore it's worked out. I do Ascot hats, and I've done the Queen's funeral and Jubilee, the coronation, which was amazing. So
can you describe some of those hats and the outfits
yes,
that they were made to
well,
begin with?
every hat, it seems to me most people want an original hat. And so that's quite an interesting challenge. So people come to me and have an appointment. They bring their dress and their accessories, and then we work together what works best to suit them. And if they're tall, then they can get away with quite big brimmed hats. If you're short, it's sometimes a bit challenging because you hide underneath the brim.
Yeah.
And the Queen tended to wear her brims up so that people could see her from afar, see her face. And you'll see that Kate often...
Yes. And did she not always say the most important thing is to be seen?
Yes. And that the colors, therefore, showed that. So that's why she would wear her hats up that way.
Yes. And it certainly worked for her, didn't it? Yes.
And now the headpieces, some people call them fascinators, which milliners don't generally, but they are worn a lot and they're quite substantial. So therefore, like that one would be called a headpiece.
Yeah.
Well, those obviously are hats, but half hats. So, for instance, at Westminster Abbey, not Westminster Abbey, at Ascot, you have to make sure that your crown is covered. So that really makes a difference on the size of your hat. But you can get away with it with having a headpiece because you just make it a lot fuller.
Yes. So, and I'm wearing one of your beautiful headpieces, which I think I bought at a dinner in an auction. Tell me a little bit about this one. Is this a headpiece or is it
So that's more of a cocktail. You can wear it at anything, but a cocktail evening thing. So New Year's or something like that, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, I love it. It's instant glamour.
And it is. And it's really comfortable.
Yes.
It really makes a difference.
It is. It is. And so I think we know one another partly through the Barnes fashion show, don't we?
Yes.
And I haven't missed a single one in about 10 years.
Great.
I love it. It's just such fun. And tell us a little bit about the sets that you organised there and tell us about the one that you did this year.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm on the committee, which is really nice, which is really interesting. And also I have my own set. So the reason I have my own set is to focus on the hat.
Yeah.
And so then I often use outfits from the high street and things like that. My models are local, and
And do you have a favorite shop on the high street that you like to use?
quite various ones, but Was at the moment is one of the larger shops.
Yeah, they have a
So
lot
I
of
have some of
choice
my
in
things
there.
in there,
Yes.
but also I have, if you make an appointment, then you can also, or I have events and things like that, so you can come and see. So at the fashion show, so I always have a theme, so it's varied. My themes have been everything from James Bond, and
I remember that one.
that one was good. Phantom of
Yes.
the Opera,
Yeah.
uh,
And this year,
Barbie last year, and
Barbie was
this year,
fantastic.
Devil Wears Prada.
And
And
that's
so
right, we had
it's
Devil Wears Prada this year. It was amazing.
so it's amazing because I have my own choreographer, and she's absolutely fantastic. It's Hannah Childs, and she was sorry, I keep knocking this. She was with the Royal Ballet, so she has beautiful the way she has
Yeah.
uses the arms and helps me with the theme. I can give her the theme, and she just knows how to sort of put it together. So together, it's a really nice team.
Yes. And last year, was that, or maybe even the year before, the Belle Babe, Deborah?
Oh, of course.
Tell us the story behind
So
that.
Deborah James has been my model. Has
And
been
you
one of my
have a
models, and her
family as
daughter
well, I
and her
think.
family.
Yes.
But so what happened was we did a couple with her family, and then I think we did something in memory of Deborah James.
Mm.
And so part of my set was all the family and friends, many family and friends, and it just was
It
a
was so moving.
really good way,
It was so moving.
especially because she'd also been in my set before, and she just loved it. And what was strange about the whole thing, won't go on, with Deborah James in particular, was that when I got to meet her, I just really felt for what she was going through. And then a year later, I got the same cancer. So it was quite moving to actually do the set in her memory.
Oh,
Yeah, she was amazing, wasn't she? And colorful and vivacious and the best model.
yes.
Yeah.
And you were amazing too, because throughout that period, you didn't lose a beat.
You have to
You
keep going.
kept going. You kept going, always with a smile on your face.
Thank you. Yeah, you do have to keep going. She was a good example of that.
Yes.
Have to keep going and encourage people and things like
She
that.
was a really an icon.
Yes.
And
And Barnes resident as well.
and a Barnes resident.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So coming back to Barnes now, what do you love about Barnes, and why is it a good place for your business?
Well, first of all, my introduction to Barnes was when I was young. My mother's cousin was with BBC, and he used to be responsible for the filming of the Queen's Message and Downing Street and the boat race. And so therefore we as a family would come and watch the boat race.
Yes.
So it's changed a
Yes.
lot, because even as a child, I remember how it's changed so much. So I've always been a passion for it, and I absolutely always love their high street, and we keep working on it to keep it alive, our high street. Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
And the
Fantastic.
pond and all these different things, and all our events that we bring as a community, and all these, we really have to keep it as a village. And I think it's amazing what we're doing to try to keep that going.
It is amazing, and we're very lucky to have our Barnes.
Yeah.
So what else should I ask you, Anne? Is there anything else that I should ask you?
Well, you could also,
We could ask what you're going to do next time.
Yes,
Now,
I'm not sure my
I've got
theme.
an idea for you, actually.
So I always try to keep my theme a secret, not
Yeah.
a secret, but because there's a surprise element to it at the fashion show. I always find it quite nice to have a bit of a surprise. So I'm not sure, but we'll be talking about something else. But one of the reasons why I think I really enjoy millinery is I love the interaction with people. I love people to make the most of their beauty, or I really want them to feel absolutely fantastic to wherever they're going. And it's really important to me because the hat also reflects on me. So if they don't look good on the hat, then people are going to say, oh my gosh, where did they get that hat from? So therefore, I have to make sure that it's always...
Well, I can vouch for that,
flattering,
because, I always get a lot of pleasure out of wearing.
And you always do, and you're absolutely fantastic.
So where can other people find your hats, Anne?
Well, basically, I have events, so you can look me up. You can sign up, and I'll invite you to private events. Also, you can have appointments and things like that. But at the moment, I wouldn't say that my website's updated, but Instagram's a lot more updated. But if you Google me, you can you can find me.
And are you doing a Christmas event soon, or are they done already?
I'm not doing a Christmas event this year, but some of my hats will be worn at Westminster Abbey at the carol service. Things like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So festive.
Oh, well, thank you, Anne, for coming to
thank
talk
you.
to us and to Barnes Pond Life. And I look forward to seeing your next collection.
Yes, and happy Christmas from
Thank
both
you.
of us.
And happy Christmas to everybody.